Hi, welcome to this design story. I'm going to share with you the innovation we collaborated in bringing to enterprise software delivery and what we were thinking in the process. Being inventive and bringing ingenuity into evolving a product is possible when uniting the right people. However, for the outcome to be well received, that's contingent upon market readiness and timing. We were fortunate for the right circumstances to converge. And now, I'm going to show you what we innovated in the leading enterprise software for deployment automation by responding to evolving customers' needs for release orchestration. Competing products at some point arrive at feature parity. This compels their makers to offer greater value to stay in existence. When envisioning future needs from users, a variety of miscalculations can kill the product. This risk is lowered by choosing reliable guidance for innovation. Analyst forecasts helped us ascertain advancements in growth, supporting technologies, and market readiness for the optimal timing of innovation. Analyst reports helped us evaluate our competitors' market position, their strengths and weaknesses versus ours, and their opportunities, sending us all off to the race for better solutions. Our comprehensive solution for orchestrating releases required an overarching object, the pipeline. The mental model of the pipeline conveys a systematic setup of work phases that are reliable. With enterprise software, the objective is for its delivery to be predictable and continuous in its development, in its integration, its deployment, its testing, in its monitoring, its operation, and its feedback. With a pipeline object, release managers would be able to oversee the entire delivery process. And most importantly, quality is ensured with gates between stages for checking that all requirements are met while moving to the final delivery of improvements. From the perspective of designing this new and overarching functionality into the existing user experience, the question became, what is the most intuitive way to author a process that is inherently complex, structured by work phases, and yet it needs to be flexible? Visually, what would make sense to the users? Here's what we were thinking. We designed the editor for authoring pipelines from the foundation of the existing one for applications and environments, also using literal depictions of the pipeline stage bracketed by its gates. To orchestrate releases, an all-encompassing object was required that contained the pipeline. This principal object was the release itself. Authoring a release required having its own editor. Pipeline stages organize a series of tasks for delivering the release payload. Creating tasks and defining what they execute required having their own editor. Gates are set up with conditional behaviors. This also required an editor. From the user experience perspective, there was a shortcoming. Authors would have to use several editors that caused multiple context changes. The mitigating design solution was the hierarchy menu that displayed the path to follow and the parent-child relationships. From the validation we got at the time for the visualization of the pipeline run activity, it appeared we had a solid footing using the reference of the progress bar on a larger scale, enhanced with informative detail. In time, however, the market would prove us wrong. Innovation is one thing, but does it sell well? Is the value perceived by the prospecting customers who are evaluating comparable products? We had an astute salesperson in the field who provided insights that course-corrected our initial design approach. When prospects evaluate top competing products that present a different approach to solving the same problem, the advantage goes to the one that appears to have the most familiarity. We needed to make the choice easier by creating a direct comparison. So, we rethought the user interface, drawing from the more familiar mental model of the Kanban board. And then, we surpassed expectations with more efficient runtime functionality, complemented by a deeper visualization of the release progress. When striving to pull ahead with innovation while your competitors are doing the same, you ask yourself, where will innovation make an impactful difference for the user and a clear difference in the performance for the customer's business? We had feedback and a strategy. Additional views provided vantage points to better assess the delivery timeline and overall activity analysis. We further introduced functionality that fulfilled the promise of a truly comprehensive solution by adding a release calendar, a catalog of templates for fast onboarding, activity insights through customizable dashboards, predictive analytics through machine learning, and personalization of the workspace. An impactful refinement was made with role-based navigation that simplified the experience for each user type and also helped the sales team narrow the focus of their demo to the needs of each prospect. The most meaningful innovation, however, is of a different nature and teaches us something profound about the general needs for team collaboration. From the main release, we made it possible to attach and trigger sub-releases. This allows collaborating teams to bring their work together with greater flexibility and scalability, and ultimately more harmoniously. Because, as I mentioned, making software isn't so much about technology as it is about people. When respect and trust are cultivated between teams as well as colleagues, that brings positivity, inspiration, and desire. Without that, people leave, teams crumble, and the products they make and their technology fail to fulfill their promise. It's the quality of the relationships between people that produces extraordinary results. I say this in tribute to revered individuals who made innovation and good design possible. Thank you for watching this design story.